I want to follow up on, really talking about these placements. If your district sends you to maybe a special ed classroom in a school that's farther away, it's not your home school, does that impact determination of FAPE? If a family says, we don't want to go further away, we want to be at the home school. I mean, is that a valid conversation to have in the IEP around FAPE?
Yeah, I mean, it is, but I think a couple things. So one of the problems is that obviously there are less students that require special education than there are general education students. So not every campus has every single program option, right? And so the main reason why students are placed not at their home school is because the home school doesn't offer what their LRE is or what has been determined to be their FAPE. And so they can't attend their home school because the team has agreed that, student needs, let's say, an autism structured, autism class, and that's not at the home school. However, there are other occasions in which the homeschool does have the program, but there's no space. And so that is a different situation entirely. And I definitely encourage parents, to push for that because I mean, it's huge. Like my kids personally, I mean, they're gen ed, but they don't go to their homeschool because we were already on a transfer. And I was actually just thinking about this last week. I'm like, we don't have a lot of play dates and that's not fun, like, because all their friends are all the way across town, right? And so we can't just walk outside and see their friends from school. And that's so huge for all students, any student. So yeah, like I always tell parents to push for that. There are ways for schools to get waivers to have, higher caseloads or more students in their class. It's not ideal by any means, but it's possible. But yeah, if it's your home school and they have the placement and the program offered there, definitely push for that. And that's a huge reason. And socialization and social emotional well-being are part of, FAPE and your academics. Like it's not just academics, it's part of everything is part of the student's education. So imagine how much more meaningful their social experiences would be and can be if they are at their neighborhood school, right?
Yeah, my daughter, it was the same situation. We would go to our park and none of the kids in our neighborhood were at our school because we were actually, and when she was young, right, we were pushed to a special ed program. And so we were not allowed to go to our homeschool because of that. And yeah, it was already a hard situation. Social, a lot of our kids might have issues, it's difficult to socialize anyway and to make friends. And then when you kind of take the environmental piece out of it, where they're not walking outside and recognizing their friends, or, it's even more difficult. One more layer to consider. It's really important.